the brandy.
And again, top quality furniture that will last a lifetime. Before we go outside.
That way. We're going near the bedroom. That way.
From here, in there, shot over there. Furniture. What was it?
Top quality furniture that will last a lifetime.
That will last a lifetime. A top of quality furniture that will last a lifetime.
Yeah. Okay.
Quality furniture that will last you a lifetime. Your lifetime.
Yeah, but keep looking at that.
A top of quality furniture that will last you a lifetime.
Look away.
Look at it. A top quality furniture lasts you a lifetime.
Here you go. Top quality.
A top of quality furniture lasts you a lifetime.
Smile.
A top of quality furniture lasts you a lifetime.
Will last a lifetime.
A top of quality furniture that will last a lifetime. It's a lifetime.
That's right. Here we go.
Furniture that will last a lifetime. Top that will last a lifetime.
Yeah, smile.
Time.
All right, we've got something in there. Yeah. Do opening and close. Oh, Jeff, while we're in here, you have a rest for a sec.
Yeah, get there.
Turn yourself off.
Tell yourself what?
Turn your battery off. Just can you go around and get a couple of shots of different furniture without the
Good day.
Good day.
For 35 years I've been an Aussie.
I think you died.
I think I die Italian Aussie.
And I'm proud.
Okay.
And I'm proud of it.
Luigi is my name.
Luigi's my name.
That's
it. And now we took that off.
Oh, I said Luigi's my name.
I sell furniture.
I sell furniture.
Good Aussie furniture, cheap. Well, you don't have to say it now. Luigi's my name. I love good Italian furniture.
We'll go straight into that.
Yeah. So it just gives you the time then for that sequence.
First 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's a fact. If you don't hold them for the first 5 seconds, you lost them. So you've got to give it your all there, mate.
If I give more.
You've got to really lay them in the aisles this time. All right, at the front, Jeff. Yeah, at the front.
You know where you go? Get confused.
All right, we're going to need yours to
G'day.
sound, aren't you?
For 35 years I have been an Aussie. I think I die Italian Aussie and I'm proud of it. Luigi's my name. I sell furniture now. We cut that off.
Luigi's my name.
Luigi's my name.
Proud of it. Luigi's my name.
Yeah.
G'day. For 35 years I have been an Aussie. I think he died Italian Aussie and I am proud of it. Luigi's my name. Luigi's my name. The guy.
Sold on the dummy.
This was with me when they had to go and buy me a new clothes. 5 years I have been an Aussie. I think I die Italian Aussie. I'm proud of it. My name is Luigi and I sell Italian furniture.
Okay, stand by the roll.
I've been an Aussie. I think I die Italian Aussie. I'm proud of it.
You've forgotten your line. Back you go.
Yes, I've been an Aussie. I think I die Italian Aussie. I'm proud of it. My name is Luigi and I sell Italian furniture. An Aussie. I think I die Italian Aussie. I'm proud of it. My name is Luigi.
It's Luigi.
Yeah, I can say here, but I can't say when I go there.
Oh, go on. G'day.
G'day.
For
35 years I've been an Aussie. I think I die Italian Aussie. I'm proud of it. My name is Luigi. Oh, Luigi's my name. Which one is?
Oh, whatever comes, right? Whatever comes.
Been an Aussie. I think I die Italian Aussie. I'm proud of it. My name is Luigi. No.
Well, I'll have to come and put it on warranty. You'll have to go and sort
Thanks for everything, mate.
It's all right.
You're looking really great with that little beat there.
You haven't seen the pictures
Take
yet.
off your bed though.
You haven't seen the pictures yet, mate.
I've got this. You're
Yes? What a team.
Can you pay me to work it?
So, son, not finished it.
2 hours later.
G'day, for 35 years I've been an Aussie. I think I'm die Italian Aussie. I'm proud of it, and my name is Luigi. I love a good Italian furniture, too expensive, not anymore. Now Luigi the little big discounter. Imported to Canberra the best Italian furniture. The Aussie dollar can buy. Top quality furniture that will last a lifetime. The best deal, and the best quality for a cheap price. Luigi the little big discounter. G'day, for 35 years I've been an Aussie. I think I'm die Italian Aussie. I'm proud of it, and my name is Luigi. I love a good Italian furniture, too expensive.
What's today? Luigi, how many customers?
Hey, how are you, Emmanuel?
Good, good. How are you?
Oh, I'm still kicking,
You
mate.
still kicking? Good, good.
I'll tell you one thing, all of these girls love me.
The girls do they?
Yeah.
Oh, danger. Danger.
Why not? What do you think the people that do TV stars are better than me? Man, thing in my life.
Yeah.
And everything been worked so far.
Yeah, good.
I even lost money, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But the best fun I ever had was when I had the fruit shop in Lynham.
Did you have the fruit shop, did you?
Yeah, Lynham, next to the post office there. I used to weaving baskets. And I had all them lovely girls there sitting around me to teach me how they got to weave the basket.
It's all right.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Oh, to tell you what's really excess of weaving basket.
Yeah?
I sent the basket to Sydney, Melbourne, and
Oh, did
Brisbane.
you?
Yeah.
You still remember how to do it?
Oh, yeah. When I sit there on the outside
Yeah.
and do the thing there,
No. Okay.
you got to. You got it all depends on the job you're doing, you know. But weaving, it's one of the best thing you can do.
Oh, sure. Daniela. It's
Very
better.
camera shy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's better. You back it's better. Come this, you make me angry on the back. Hold the salami.
Haha, gotcha.
Daniela. Come here.
Daniela? Daniela? Show me. G'day, for 35 years I've been an Aussie. I think I'm die Italian Aussie. I'm proud of it, and my name is Luigi. I love a good Italian furniture. You think it's too expensive? Not anymore. Now Luigi the little big discounter. Imported to Canberra the best Italian furniture. The Aussie dollar can buy. Top quality furniture that will last a lifetime. The best deal and the best quality for a cheap price. Bella. Daniela, what's the say? What Nonna said, Daniela? Come on, show me what Nonna said. Luigi the little big discounter. Luigi the little big discounter. Arrivi. Luigi the little I'm mad, really mad. Give me this lunch. Why? What are you talking about? What do you want delivered tonight? Tonight. I'll deliver it tonight for you. You know what? You can't get a better quality than this. Have a look at that one there. Which one do you choose, lady? One. Come to the other one. If you want special, I'll show you a special. If you want a special, I'll show you a special. Here we go. Just at the last I went to Med. Why I went to Med? To sell this beautiful table. Not only this, but you can buy that one as well. Ready, guys? Now, keep it right in the camera for a good Italian furniture. You've got to learn how to lie. You've got to come. That's another price when you can buy cheap. You've got to come to Luigi. Come to Luigi, to the little big scale. That's where you can get your body too. You've got to come and have a look.
You've got to confuse the people.
No way. What was said before?
But I look nice, huh? I look 20 years old.
That's really sexy.
Really good. That's all what you can get.
20 years younger. Yeah, how we know 20 years younger?
Luigi giving you the... Can't you reckon his man in there without saying smiling? I'll take my shirt and throw it. Come to Luigi. This little bit... I'm really tired. The best quality. È bella. La migliore mobilia. All'italiana. Venite da Luigi a comprarla. Non potete passare. Amico, Luigi adesso c'è il vostro mio negozio. I'm going to teach you. That's what I mean, right? You got to look at that lens. Because of the film here, and get the c'è la migliore qualità. Venite da Luigi.
I suppose you have to do the
When the cops pick me up and I have to go by the cross and get a change.
Italian horse, and I'm proud of it. You know, I think it'll die. Italian horse, I'm not proud of it. My name is Luigi. Yeah, I can say here, but
So many.
I know, mate. I know.
Who's doing that?
We have to agree what we're going to do. Don't change. I'll let you go.
I can't forget once about the call, no? I went to 25.
Oh, not, huh?
No.
No, where is he?
What is this one?
Buonasera. How are you?
Very well, Emmanuel.
G'day.
How are you?
G'day.
Not bad. Could be better.
How's the last 3 months? 2 months since you opened? No good, huh?
Right, Emmanuel.
4 weeks now.
On 20, next week.
Next week.
Yeah,
Be 4 weeks.
Yeah. It's 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Yeah, 20 last month.
And sales hasn't been good at all? Business, no business at all?
It's very, very, very hard. Don't know what happened down the line. I don't know.
People not spending. They're coming, but they're not spending.
Well, they're local. Like today, I had the three crosses sell. Then they change their mind. I don't know.
Was the television last week? Did you get many people?
Oh, I've got a lot of people here. Not a great deal, but
What's a lot of people?
so like Sunday I had about 100 people.
100 people.
Saturday I had about over 100.
Over 100 on Saturday.
Friday was not bad. Normal, you know. A lot of people have said they come here because they've seen him on television and they didn't know much like system. It's hard, I don't know what to do with it. The price, I can't just the price anymore. See, it's time to put it 10% up, I put 10% down. Completely Italian display, we can't get nothing else in the camera full display like that. Money, money. That's what they say, money. Too hard for money. I give him a live buy, I give him 3 months of free interest, but I can't do any more than that. And like I said, everyone like the shop, like the furniture. Everyone wants the money.
So there is a demand for this furniture?
Oh yeah, there is a demand, but there's just right near the people are scared to spend money. They can't afford. That's, actually, the other shop have been pay the rent for this.
Is that right?
Yeah. I've done a better business there than what I've done here. Yeah, I saw yesterday I sold the other one there, but I had to cut the give them for the same price it cost me to sell it. Yeah, it's on the television. It's something natural, you know. So I don't know what to do. How can we work it out? We try again, but it's hard. I haven't gone.
How's it been?
Quiet a bit.
Still quiet?
You get people, but they don't buy. I don't know what's going on. The people are coming in, but they never spend the money. What have we got to do with it? And the price, I can't drop the price.
You can drop the price.
Yeah, the price the other day. For some boys, they think it's well under cost. Why they do that, I don't know.
Don't know.
If they do it to get flout money in, to cover one thing to cover the other, I don't know.
Oh, they must.
I don't say you got to make a portion, but you got to make at least 20%. Otherwise, it's not good to sell.
Silly, isn't it?
But to sell under cost, why?
Place.
Not bad, not bad. A bit of cold.
He's not here.
A bit of cold.
You got a cold?
Yeah.
Well, it's snowing.
Yeah, we had quite a bit. We had to watch in Melbourne, though. Would like to look at the whiskey there?
Oh, whiskey. Yeah. It certainly did, didn't it? The snow.
Oh, yeah, so we had
All over Canberra. All over Canberra.
All over Canberra, yeah.
Tasmanian industry has
Yes.
been brought to a standstill, and Telecom has asked the mainland not to phone the beleaguered island.
Maybe you should give skis away. Italian skis, eh?
Give me a camera when it takes ski, you reckon? Yeah, more or less.
To exercise extreme caution.
Take any sugar, Manny?
Yes, please. Good. We've got some batteries here. Well, let's just have a talk. What are you planning?
Well,
What's the plans?
the plans is down to shift in a couple of weeks to the next premise, which is in Suffolk Street.
That's around the corner, is it?
Yeah, just around the minor street in the front there.
Uh-huh.
And when I go there, mainly I want to be concentrate on all the fully imported Italian furniture, like dining and...
Very nice, very nice. Nice coffee.
Yeah, not bad.
Is it Italian coffee?
No.
Whiskey coffee, Scotch coffee.
Scotch coffee, that's right. Yeah, they are going to be mainly concentrated on Italian imported furniture, like bedding, dining, lounge.
You're both here, aren't you? Bits and pieces here.
Yeah, here it's all mixed, a bit of this and a bit of that, which I've done look really nice the way the shop is set up here. Yeah, the next premise is going to be a really furniture shop, which I intend to concentrate on the quality and a cheap price. Mainly a lot of the imported stuff is like leather lounge, special dining and special wool units. That's all going to be fitted in there, and the floor going to be all carpeted into wool, which here I haven't got. You know, the idea when I started here, I was trying to start with the cheap stuff, but in the long run, I now start to get a lot of experience, and the cheap stuff is going to work. The competition is a lot, and the quality is not there. And see, what I try to invent here is if family want to have a good classic lunch or dining or wool units, the potential is there, because in 10 years' time they can sell that product and get the same amount of money what they pay today. Now you go in the cheap stuff, every 6 months you've got to keep changing to keep up with quality which you haven't got. Because,
so people who bought Italian furniture before the dollar fell is now a lot more expensive.
More expensive, see? It's, the valuation of the dollars make a lot of difference in everything, you know. And it's mainly on import. On import, it's very heavy. But we try if we can to be overcome over that. Can I help you now? No, it's at the summertime, they look level, but you've got to jiggle on the knees. Either to lift one side or the other to balance more.
Yeah, all right. Door, yeah.
No, even said for to close in with the door. Well, that's what they told me. That's why.
We'll try.
Yeah, that's why I bring the other one up.
Yeah, we'll try.
And when Will's follow me around, and I'll work it away here to see what's wrong.
Can't see reason one finger got the finger.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
They say there must be something with the floor set. Doesn't matter what you put. There must be something with the floor set.
Carpet,
They reckon it's worse on the carpet than what is on the timber floor.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's the one.
You haven't got a bucket today, pal. No, I use the same one. See? And it's,
Look,
that's the one, isn't it?
yeah, that's the one. We can't fit much in there.
You can fit it up. One right. 25.
What are you doing? Why?
No. From
You did have a...
yeah, I got a what 2.5 hours film.
Where's the light?
Of a funeral.
Yeah, my mother.
So
The police escort and everything.
I see that it was a mafia visit. That's not police escort.
I was the first one to make the cement graves here in Canberra with the copper lining inside.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Now everybody made it.
What do you mean inside the
Yeah. I put my mother in there. She's in the coffin. No? She can be 100 years in there.
That's a good idea.
When I want to go there, if I go to the cemetery just to lift the top of the slab, and I see the whole body of my mother lying in the coffin. But that funeral cost me $25,000 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Where was he?
Yeah, in Canberra.
How much money you left in a...
I had the funeral.
How often do you see the video or the film?
Oh,
Maybe
occasionally I look them, yeah. And it started from a day on a Cusack. all in the ceremony in the church and everywhere. Then we went around to her house where he used to live and go back there and to the cemetery and it's a
Where's
film.
one of those cameras, Nick? $1,000 I saw on TV.
Well, this one,
1,500 something.
3,000.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful.
Dim furniture in Melbourne, big fella.
No,
Isn't that Glen Powell?
Yeah, it's a Glen Pear, but he bought them from Dim. I ordered 5 sets this morning.
It's
from
got
him.
some rubbish there, tell you, pine, old pine.
Yeah.
Do you know Glen?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Nearly 20 years.
20 years. Tell me about Glen.
Huh?
Tell me about Glen.
Yeah. To tell you about the
Yeah,
Glen?
Glen, tell me about Glen. No.
No, good, very good friend. He tried to give me some advice, which I didn't take of him.
You didn't take. Is that right? You wish you took now?
In one way, yes, in another way, still no.
Still no.
No, I think you got to keep some standard.
It's a good fella. With the Glen, I get along well, you know.
Stuff like rocking chairs. You sit on it, it's all pine underneath.
Well, I had
You just screw it up or nail it.
I had a friend of mine come here this morning there. I can give it to you them chairs for $30. I don't want them in the shop.
Yeah.
I said, if you want my chairs, they cost you $75.
People learn there, they want to call it.
A full imported furniture.
cheap
Said,
full
you open a shop like that, don't go in the cheap stuff because you got to the competition. Now I can see that the cheap stuff is not good for me. You got to have them, eh? You got to have
you
some,
got to have
but
some.
it's
Like when you sold it to me.
well, yeah, that's it.
You know, that's the one he's got. You know, like silly comes around and buys it, shiny and polished.
It's $1,000.
No,
I
you only
could give
spend $2,000, but it's all right.
It's the next to compete with, not to compete with Italian furniture, to look something decent, it's Durban. Durban furniture is not bad. But it's not the same theme. See, they use a pine here. That's what they use. The mat is all pine theme.
This is the damage.
See, they like the oak, nobody use oak. Nobody use the high corn tree.
It's hard work.
Olive trees, nobody use olive trees. I've got a dressing table here made from olive tree. It's like shining like a mirror. That's the last 10 years that one there.
Yeah, but you got to make it. It's hard work.
Yeah, it's a hard work to make because they try to get the cheapest away because the wages is too dear, more dear than any other price.
Oh, it's not reasonable. Well, yeah, nothing.
Nothing fantastic.
You didn't cheat me. I saw what I want to buy, did I?
That's all right.
Good.
I wouldn't last you 100 years, but
I don't want to
the
buy
money is too much.
How do you go?
So where were we?
And then we went to
So
the valuation of the goods that people that buy. See, in my experience, today, it's to spend that little bit extra money, and you got the value in 5 or 6 years. It's perhaps if we compare the Mercedes with the Holt. You buy a Holt in a car, you work start away the garage and you lose $2,000. You get a Mercedes, you go over the garage and you gain $2,000 because it's the quality and the name of it. But a lot of the manufacturers today, they go to their name, and the people that don't buy anymore the goods, they buy the name of the person or who might be the guys who got the warehouse. In the past years, the quality of the wood and the craft work people used to do it, nobody was appreciated. But today, they started to be appreciated for the craft work they can buy. Now you compare an Australian, I would say, dining set, which is quite good. You get something decent, you got to go over the $2,000. Now, myself, if I had to buy one of them to buy $2,000, I would go and buy one for $4,000, which in 10 years' time I still get my $4,000 back on the value. There is a lot of ways that can make a good furniture here in Australia, but I don't know why they wouldn't be mine. You get
so why don't you make it?
well, I'm not a tradesman, and it's hard to get the proper tradesman here. See, it's, now we say any pot to make an Italian poltrona, right? Here, For starters, they haven't got the proper team, but if you go and buy the team, it costs you a lot of money. And then the craftsmen work, don't know everything about little cheese and things like this and that. It's too expensive. See, because of the labor involvement, that's the worst of the lot. You know, compared like the Japanese wages with the Australian wages, they work for $50 a week when we get $500 a week here. See, that's where all coming up to the cost in Australia is too dear. But if we had,
So I can understand you going into taking furniture.
Yeah.
I can see that there's a need for taking
It is a need
furniture
in
or quality
Canberra,
furniture, yes. I don't know whether now is the right time to do it, with the dollar going crazily,
well,
and the recession that's happening and the way everything's unfolding. I'm questioning whether now is the time or whether you should wait. You know?
well, even if I wait, we say another 2 years, perhaps. In 2 years' time, it's another something else can coming up. But you got to. You start now, you start in the wrong time. You start another 2 years' time, it could be worse, wrong than what you start today. It's a gamble you got to take.
Yeah.
Now, in any business you try to open it today or to improve it today, it's a gamble you got to take. And if you don't take it at the gamble, you don't know what's going to happen to you.
That's right.
Now, a risk me to involve $500,000 is a big risk. I take a big gamble risk. But you got to try. There's no other way. The people come here and say, right, that's $500,000, you start the business on the safe side. You got to take your own gamble. And that's the way I can look at now. Hoping for the best, the gambling is going to be good.
I'm not sure whether now is the time to gamble though. I mean, again...
Well, it's not a
you
time
have
to gamble.
I mean, in a way you have to gamble.
I've been for 33 years in Australia, and always been a gamble. Doesn't matter which year you start, it's always something there to gamble. And it never be the right time. When you think it's the right time, that's when it's the wrong time. And when you think it's the wrong time, that's when you finish in a good time. But now, like, I could carry on like this, slowly. I do not right. But now I want to go in a better way. I try to risk it to improve the Canberra market for the furniture. It's a risk I'm going to take, and I'm prepared to take. Because there is no other alternative. If I say, right, I still like this, the people who come here, they want something and I haven't got them in the floor. Like a few weeks ago, I had a fella want to spend $40,000. Right, what I had to do, put him in the car and take him down and sit into the warehouse to let him to select what he needed there. And that's not good for everyone. You know, you can't do that all the time. You've got to have me here on the premises. In the Canberra, there's quite a few shops that handle a bit of Italian stuff or add imported stuff, but it's not enough.
They're not specialised.
And it's not specialised in that line, which I've got in mind to go full specialised in that particular line, and that's it. That's the gamble I'm going to take in the wrong time of the year.
So it's the wrong time of the year as well, is it?
Yeah, it's the wrong time of the year too. But if you've got to take the step, you've got to make the step you've got to make. It's like when you drive on the road, you don't know if you have an accident today or tomorrow. When you come, you can, you know. If you think, if I'm going to Sydney today with the car, I have an accident, you never go to Sydney. You've got no chance to go to Sydney if you don't take the risk. And the same it's in the furniture business or in any other type of business, you got to do it.
You take a risk.
You've got to take the risk.
Yeah, well, it's certainly risky, I must say. It's very risky.
It is very
right?
risky.
Because it's the part of the market that really is...
It's down to the drawing. The part of the market, it's down to the drawing, which mainly with the government who got now, which is cutting everything, the people that they just can't live anymore with them. It doesn't matter how much wages they get, they don't make any money to spend. It's not enough to pay back to the government whatever wages they get. And that's another gamble that people will take. You know, if say, I'm on a $400 a week wages. I can afford to spend $5,000 on a dining table perhaps. Then, government put you, increase your land rights, increase your water rights, and superannuation, and this and that. The people that can't pay the repayment or the commitments they got on that thing they had in the mind to do, to go ahead and do it. And this is, I mean, everything else. Everybody today, they take the wrong step in the wrong time. And there won't never be the right time to take the right step.
You're going to borrow money for it?
Oh yes, I'm going to borrow a couple of $100,000.
Yeah. Well, just make sure you cover.
Well, like I said,
So that if things do go, you know, they're not going to reflect on you. You know, if you're going to use your savings, for example, I would have said, oh.
well, that's one thing I've got to be careful, Manuel, and I hope for the best. But it's going to work. Take time,
Well, I
going
could
to
see.
work.
I could see then. Okay, you've got to have a long-term,
It's a longer term investment, you know. So
and that's how you got to approach yourself.
that's right.
Glenn is not long-term.
Well,
Where Glenn and I parted company was Glenn wasn't looking long-term.
yeah.
He was looking now. He was just concerned with now and the dollars and cents, and he was fucking everybody around,
Yeah.
right? And it was,
Well, I got a Glen perhaps a couple of weeks ago. I was the first one that started with the modular for $395. $395, right? I was the first one to advertise $395. Then what happened now? Everybody got them for $295. Glen went and brought the same modular, and I sold them down there for $295. In the same week, I sold 20 up here for $399 because it's different quality again. I was sending people from here to go down there, buy them down there. I wasn't interested to cut my price down. But the people went down there and come back and brought me here, and I sold 20 in the other week. The same modular, but there is something, if I tell you that is good, you'll take me as good. If I say that is cheap, that is cheap, I don't want to have any responsibilities, eh? But if you want a good stuff, you've got to be prepared to pay them extra bit. I had a gentleman this morning here. He want a dining table to be good. He said, I'm prepared to pay $1,000. And I said, you got one here, it's good for $800. And you want a lunch to last you for a few years, you have this one here for $1,000. He said, put him on the truck and took him away. He didn't argue. He said, I want you to tell me what I want to last me at least 3 to 4 years. I said, that's the stuff will last you 3 or 4 years. And he took the stuff. It's a very hard, the competition is hard too, because there is a market for everyone, but it's, we work in the wrong way, because I try to beat yourself like you try to beat myself, which we don't work for us. We never think we've got the overhead to cover up. Just say, oh, I've got to get that much money today. It doesn't matter if you make a profit or not. You've got to make a profit. You can't run the business without a profit. But most of the business people today, they run the business on loss just to get the sale. Well, I'm not interested in that. See, even if I spend $200,000, I bought $200,000, I'm not interested to get just the $200,000 back. I've got to be prepared because I pay 20% interest on there. See, and a lot of time we never think on that. You say, oh, I make $10 on this lunch, I make $10 on that, the end of the week I make $5,000 profit. That's not a profit. That's $5,000 you're running loss.
yeah,
But a lot of people that don't seem like that.
the overheads.
Why Grass Brad and Coles and Woolworths and ShopRite, they got to work on that minimum profit, and it's there. That's their profit, and they never cut you down. And they get a long way, but like a lot of the other small businesses do it, to try to compete with the big one, you can't compete. To compete with the big business, like now, if I open my shop today and I want to compete with the Trifet, I can't compete with him. I've got to try to work close and offer to him. But I can't compete with him, and he's got the price twice a year than mine. But he's got the name already made.
Yeah.
See? And that's the hard part, to make a name. Now, I've been on 13 months in this game. I haven't got a name. But I've got to make my name. And how I can make my name? If the customer come here and say, right, we want this table, but we want them by the end of the week, and I say it's a ham. You've got them ham by the end of the week, you'll have them there. But you got to the big company, you might got to wait 6 to 8 weeks before you can get one. Because they got the name and they don't push. See, I rang sitting this morning, I said, I want the dining table to be here no later than a Tuesday afternoon. Oh, I said, I can't do now. I said, you get them truck today and send them to the depot and I'll get them here Tuesday. Because I promised my customer, they'll have me there by Tuesday afternoon and they've got to have me their replies. That's to make my name. But a lot of people, you've got to wait 6, 8 a week. They won't pick up the telephone and ring the seat unless it don't charge you. See, and a lot of the people say, oh, Luigi Furniture, it's a small shop, he must have a big price. They say, no, why? Because you come here, I don't charge you for delivery, I don't charge you for the phone call, I got my genuine price on. You got a big store, you got to pay for delivery, you got to pay for the phone call you make. That's all counted in their trading. Right? That's the way I looked at it. You know, so a lot of things. The name is the one that counted a lot.
I agree with you. That's what marketing is about.
Yeah.
Right?
The name.
Is in advertising is part of marketing. Right?
Yes.
So advertising is to try and get customers to come to your place. Right? And marketing is to get those customers to keep coming back.
That's right.
And talk to their friends in your
Yeah.
business and show your furniture off in the house. It's part of their lifestyle.
That's right.
So they keep coming back.
And to do that, you got to be punctual with your service and with your honesty as well. Now, to be punctual with your service, and you promise that your customers say, right, it's a 3-week delivery. They don't have to turn up to 5-week delivery. They've got to be 2.5-week delivery. Right, I call them all my customers between 3 and 4-week delivery. But I've never been later than a 2.5 week yet.
What about with Italian furniture?
With Italian furniture, the light is just 2.5 a week. Yes.
How many Italians in Canberra?
Oh, I think in Canberra we have about 4,000.
And Yugoslavs? And
Yugoslavia there is a fair bit. I've done a lot of business right now with the Yugoslavian and Greek.
in Greek too?
Yeah, Yugoslavian and Greek. Now the Australian start to get a lot of sell through the Australian on Italian furniture. But the major so far it's Greek and Yugoslavian, and quite a few Italian as well. But the major sell I had on Italian stuff it's Greek.
It's amazing, isn't it? So
They got the taste.
quality, yeah.
They got the taste, and if they want that, they'll buy them because they know the value of it. And now the Australians they start to know the value of the goods, and they start to buy them as well, change their old style furniture. See, like a few years ago, we had the Parker was one top of the range in Australia, and still got the name Parker Furniture. But it's you can't compare it with the imported furniture. There's no way. And the imported furniture is cheaper than Parker.
The other reason why you shouldn't be promoting imported is it's by Australia.
I don't know. I don't know.
Very strong at the moment.
The Australian.
Yeah. The need for Australia to rethink and export, right?
Yeah.
And the need for the local market to support local manufacturers
Yeah, but we can't.
so that we can export. Now,
Yeah, but
here
we
we are.
can't.
Here we are going to be promoting Italian furniture on television in Canberra. There's a little bit of a problem area there. Can you see the problem with it?
In one respect, yes. In that respect, no.
It's the way how we handle it.
That's right. Now, to promote, by all means, I'm fully entitled to promote the Australian goods, but we can see now the Australian manufactured goods is dearer than the imported one. So now, if I can, perhaps this morning I went to get a quotation for an Italian frame for the tapestry. They quoted me 3 or 4 different people, up to $300 to put that frame on the tapestry. Now, when I can get an Italian tapestry, fully imported from Italy, I have to pay 20% stamp duty, 10% sales tax. The importer got to make his profit. I got to make my little bit. And I can still sell $50 cheap than what it cost me only to put the frame here. Now, how you can work that to overcome the problem?
So one thought that comes to mind is that maybe, how do you feel about going on television yourself?
Oh, I don't mind.
One way is to stir and say, Mr. Hawke, I'm all worried, right? Australian furniture is too expensive. You know, when you talk about the Italian furniture, overseas furniture being cheaper, you know, almost cheaper, better quality and
Better
cheaper.
quality and cheaper, that's the effect. We can improve.
Come on down to my, if you don't believe me, come on down to my showroom, my new showroom.
Yeah.
Right? To Luigi. And sort of, then talk about wherever it is in Mitchell. Make a strong point, you know. But you're not pushing all your furniture.
No, all I want
But
to push one.
you're being controversial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can go that direction, or you go into the direction of talking about your beautiful furniture.
From Luigi Discount Furniture. I want to talk about some good stuff and some bad stuff. I try to be concentrate on some of the good stuff. I don't want to rubbish Australian manufacturer, but they can do a lot of better job and for better price. Now in the process we import this lovely Italian dining table. It's fully imported from Italy. It's handcrafted in Italy. It's delivered in Australia almost for half a price than what we can produce locally here in Australia, which on anywhere around the world. Now, if you want to have a good dining atmosphere in your house and you got the proper room for, you got to come around to my new showroom and have a look at the quality, the atmosphere of the timber, the crafting of the chairs, and you can see for yourself if it look really a posh in your house. To have a decent lunch and a decent dining table with the good wool units around, decorate your house, you got to come and have a look for yourself. We are in Mitchell on 34 Sanford Street, Mitchell. You got to come and have a look for yourself. It's very hard to find around the supplies in Mitchell, because Mitchell is a new area which never been developed yet. The Commission took for the last 15 years to develop Mitchell, and still not 15 before they can go ahead of it. I've been in Australia for 33 years, and that's the worst time in the year, or in the last few years we had, for any type of business or construction or anything. Now, gentlemen, that's, in Australia we want some more better manufacture, and to do this, our government got to put a bit of control on the goods and not increase the wages all the time, try to keep the country alive, and to do that, he got to import the proper people to Australia. We want a proper craftsman in Australia, which we need. And I'll say that for my experience in 33 years here in Australia. Thank you, gentlemen. Men, good evening, good morning, whatever it is today. It's a lovely day. My name is Luigi, Luigi from Discount Furniture. I just decided to go on this business of furniture, to import furniture from Italy, which in Australia we haven't got a quality. We've got a lot of manufacturing in Australia, mind you that. They make good stuff, but not a lovely stuff like the Italian or other country can make for the reasonable price, or to say half of the price we can import from Italy or around the world, comparing to the price of in Australia. Why the Australian goods got to be dearer than the one we can import from Italy? Can't we make them here, some of them make them in Europe or any other part of the world? Now, the reasons we can't make them here, because for starters we haven't got the proper tradesmen. We're not trying to do this job here. And then it's the wages is too dear, everything else. Now, if the government can control a bit on that, try to help the product or the manufacturer or the farmers, whoever it is, then we can have a competitive price in Australia. But until the government don't do this research to control price on manufacture here, and to control that, the government got to help the factory, the people that make the stuff, the people that buy the stuff. If they don't get help from the government, they can't compete with the European price. Now, if you want to have decorate your home and decorate in the proper way, you got to come around Luigi and have a look at their new warehouse and see what he got on the floor or what he can get for you for a reasonable price. Now, you get a dining table. You can sit 14 people there, enjoying yourself with the 14 crafted chairs, which it's all crafted by hand. And a lot of this stuff is made by commodity people as well. This is a table in your dining room, I'm sure you are happy. And the money you pay today, in 10 years' time, you want to try them in again and buy a new one, you still get the same amount. You've got to come and have a look. Now, we talk about this baroque. You've got to be really polite to your husband and convince him to come down the showroom and have a look at the style of the baroque. To impress him, when he sits there, he looks like a king. All right? Yep. That's for the baroque. Now we'll go to the Marcel. Look at this beauty. That's all made by people with their own bare hand, cutting a little bit with the chisel and everything. Look at what you buy for this. You put this in your lunch room. It's something you can look. The people, the friends that come to visit you, they can see something and say, oh, gee, that's lovely. Why I don't go to buy one? Come and have a look for yourself in the warehouse, in the showroom. If you don't see them, you wouldn't believe it.
And the address?
It's 34 Sanford Street, Mitchell. Mitchell is one of the new industrial area in ICT. I remember when Mitchell started, nearly close enough to 15 years ago. And still, the government, the NCDC, the Capital Territory, they didn't do nothing yet to develop. They go always in the wrong way. We need more shops, more manufacturing in Canberra. And they got to come to me. Well, if you don't like if you can't afford what we've got in here to the quality, you can go to my next door there to my other shop where you can have nothing over $500. Everything is under $500, new and second hand. But that is all the imported stuff, which it's a different thing altogether you buy. But if you can't afford the $1,000, go and spend the $400 to the other shop, mine.
So second hand and cheap stuff. Huh?
Yeah, new and second hand.
Yeah, but I want you to, the way you would say it.
Yeah, the best. I think the best for me to say it's go to my new and second hand shop.
Yeah. Well, another one is you can trade in your furniture.
That's all right.
I'll trade your furniture.
Yeah,
in.
and I'll trade your furniture as well. You've got a choice to try your furniture for the new one.
So you'll have both shops going. Both will be called Luigi's.
Yes, both Luigi.
And what's the difference?
And the difference is one it's on fully imported stuff, and the other one it's on local manufacture. Yeah. That answers this phone.